Welcome back to another CSC explainer video. In this video we're going to be discussing the Jumpgate system and how useful it really is, especially when you're starting out. So in CSC there's a few different ways to travel. You can FTL, which just means you're traveling between stars, but this can be a pretty lengthy and time-consuming way to travel. And if you're a new player, you're probably sticking to the core systems, and FTLing is not really necessary if you use the Jumpgate system properly. So the first thing to know about the jump gate system is that there are two kinds of jump gates. You have super gates, which is this gate you see here now, and then you have free jump gates, which are a much more minimal, simple looking version of this. So in core systems, systems typically have a single super gate, and it's usually closer to a station or the center of the system. And they usually have at least a few free jump gates. So you can see here, this is a free jump gate to Sirius. This is a free jump gate to Sol. And here's a free jump gate to Easy Aquarii. Some systems might only have one free jump gate. Some might have 4, 5, or even 6. Um, and really, it's important to master and understand the free jump gate system because it can be very crucial to your ability to make money early on. Because it's an important tool whenever you're either scouting systems for good ore to mine, or you're just running loops using the free jump gates, completing missions to make GRP and modules from the mission rewards. So there's really two ways you can use the free jump gate system. Uh, well, actually, first let's talk about the super gates. Super gates, the difference between the super gates and the free jump gates is the super gates will essentially let you go anywhere. So if I click enter on this, we're going to get a drop down. And I actually don't have the TCF, which is Trilite Concentrate Fuel to jump. It costs 2,000 to jump, and I'm only at 1,800 right now. But super gates are very convenient because they can let you go to any other super gate in the galaxy. So you can see all these systems I can go to. Some of them might be right next door, and some of them might be pretty far away, like 43 Beta is 30 light years away. But if I had 2,000 TCF, I could jump there right now. But unfortunately, 2,000 TCF is pretty pricey, and when you're starting out, um, you don't really have the money. I believe 2,000 TCF is about the equivalent to around 8,000 to 10,000 GRP to purchase right now off of the player market. You can also craft it yourself, but that typically doesn't happen until later in the game when you can mine Trilite yourself. So the super gates cost 2,000 TCF, and the free gates are free. The only difference is the super gates take you directly to where you go, and the free gates sometimes will take a few trips. So there's two ways to use the free jump gate system. One is this autopilot function that they have built into the game. And you can use that by selecting a system you want to go to. I'm in Proxima right now, so let's say, where should we go? Let's go to Captains. And now to use the autopilot, you're going to select Captains like I just did there. And then you're going to hit the FTL button, and you're going to get this dialog, and it's going to ask you, do you want to FTL, or do you want to use the gate system? And it's going to tell you the approximate times here. So if I just FTL'd straight there, it would take 2.5 hours for my ship to get there, which means I'm not pulling in my ship for those 2.5 hours. But if I use the free jump gate system, it's only going to take me about 6 minutes. And what would happen is if I click this button, it would automatically start routing me through the gates needed and tell me where to go. Now, you can also just figure out where to go on your own by looking at the map. And you guys are probably looking at my map right now and be like, why and how did he get those yellow lines? So these yellow lines are actually showing the free jump gates and where they go. So in Captains, we have a free jump gate that connects to Losail 8760 and a free jump gate that connects to, it looks like, Layton's star. And you can get these yellow lines on your map by clicking this button over here. And you can see all the other ones, and you can pretty much figure out your routing path here. And sometimes it's important to not use. It's actually safer to not use the auto routing system, just because you're forced to pay attention more, and you know which systems you're going to jump in and out of. because the last thing you want is to kind of go into autopilot and end up flying through a system like Wriggle that has PvP enabled and get blown up by a player who's camping a jump gate, because that does happen. There are pirates and gate campers in here, so sometimes it is safer to avoid those systems that have PvP enabled, which are all, I believe, all these systems. Is it the ones in orange? No, it's not. Um, but Wriggle is one of the systems with PvP enabled, and I would avoid that. So from here, I could see what jump gates I would need to go through to get to my final destination. The other option is this nice map that is in the Discord that was created by Captain Obvious. It's essentially like a metro subway style map that lets you really quickly figure out what you need to do. This is kind of actually my preferred method of using jump gates, and I usually just have this open in a window on the side here, like this. And you can find this in the game data channel in the Discord, which I will link below. And it's really important to learn the jump gate system early on, as I was saying earlier, just because it lets you travel everywhere free of cost. You can even go all the way out to the brand new system 61 Sigma Draconis purely by using jump gates. You can even get all the way out to 43 Beta, which is 30 light years from Sol and has pretty decent mining purely by using jump gates. The free jump gates really lets you explore early on in ships that might not be too fast in FTL, and it really opens up the rest of the galaxy for you. So I highly recommend becoming proficient at this system. If you guys have any questions about the jump gates, just leave them in the comments below, or pop in Discord and ask away there.